Hello, brains and hearts. You know, I should probably explain that. Before I jump into this episode is sponsored by Audible, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. When I say hello brains, I'm referring to people who are learning about ADHD and the executive function challenges that go with it to help themselves learn to work with their brains, not against it. They don't have to have an ADHD diagnosis. A lot of people with ADHD aren't officially diagnosed yet, and a lot of the strategies I cover on this channel are helpful for other conditions as well. As long as someone is here to learn about ways to support their own brain, they're a brain, because it's their brain that brought them here. When I say hello heart, I'm referring to those who are learning about ADHD and the executive function challenges that go with it to support someone else. Parents, employers, friends, partners. Anyone who cares about somebody with ADHD and wants to learn how to support them can all be hearts, because it's their heart that brought them here. Most of the time on this channel, I'm talking to the brains because we're the ones that have to operate these things 24/7. And because I originally started this channel to support my own ADHD brain. But I love that hearts watch these too. Whether you're trying to support your own brain or someone else's, it helps to understand how it works and learn the language for the challenges we face and strategies that can help. Whether that's a heart who's watching so they can understand their partner's struggles better, a teacher heart learning how to help their student brains focus, an employer heart learning how to support the brains working for them, or a parent heart watching with their mini brain so they can help them learn. And occasionally I'll make an episode where I talk to the hearts specifically, or the brains and hearts, because I recognize that ADHD challenges can affect the people we care about too. And sometimes you need to know what you can do to help, or what you can do together. But here's a question I get asked a lot. Can a brain also be a heart? Yeah, and actually it happens a lot. A brain might start dating or be friends with someone who is also a brain, and realize their neurodiversity shows up in very different ways, and need to learn about strategies that can help, which also makes that brain a heart. There are brains who become coaches or therapists or doctors who provide treatment for other brains, which means they're also a heart. ADHD is also highly genetic, so a lot of the time, a heart that starts to learn more about their brain who is recently diagnosed might discover that a lot of this sounds familiar and end up getting a diagnosis themselves. So now they're a heart and a brain. Whether you're a heart or a brain, or both. Whether you watch this content for yourself or for somebody you care about. Thanks for watching. Okay, so Audible. I've been using Audible off and on for years, usually when I realize I don't actually have time to sit and read the books that I keep buying. I recently started using it again because Danny Donovan has been telling me about this incredible book called Atomic Habits that has been game-changing for her and a lot of people that I know about how to change the way that they approach habits. There's also a book my therapist recommended called Try Softer for those of us who tend to kind of white-knuckle it through life and be really stressed out all the time. I think I'll get that book next month because with every month, Audible members get one free audiobook. In the meantime, we also get full access to their Plus catalog, which has all kinds of cool things. There's podcasts and Audible originals, there's fitness programs, meditation programs. I added a funny podcast, I added ADHD Rewired, and right now I'm just really excited about the idea of having one app that I can go to anytime I want to listen to something. And I'm always just happy to support anything that's ADHD friendly, which this definitely is. If you'd like to try it yourself, go to audible.com/howtoadhd or text howtoadhd to 500-500. I'll link to all of this in the description, so go check it out. And let me know in the comments what you're listening to. And thank you to my brain advocates and all my Patreon brains and Patreon hearts for donating to this channel so we can keep creating free resources for neurodiverse brains and the hearts who love them. I'll see you next video. Bye brains and hearts.